Of course you started. Of course you've started recording. I think I have this on a timer where it automatically starts recording, regardless if I'm ready to start recording. First, I want to see if you can even hear me. That's the first thing. Lester Pips, great show. Also, number 60. That's very impressive. For a lot of reasons, mainly 60. That's huge. I want to make sure you can hear me. Oh, you can hear me. Great. That's all I want to know. I'm trying this new thing. It's called a headphone with a microphone. It's a new thing that all the kids are doing. So I wanted in on the action. But I had to make sure the input was correct and the output and the audio is correct on OBS that goes through my Zoom. Yeah, it's a lot of terminology that I didn't know a year and a half ago, and now I do. Which brings me to today's show. Hi, I'm Ali Ramirez. This is Please Talk to Me. I Oh no, I'm too loud. How about now? Check, check. Ice cream cone. Tell me. Tell me. Am I too loud? Am I too quiet? I'll calm down. I think that's what it is. Lester Pips, thank you so much. I know you usually have your end credits. I'm sorry you didn't get a chance to run them. But you're always welcome to run your end credits. I'll message you in case you're not watching right now. That I'm waiting. I'm waiting for you to finish your show completely. That's what I am. I am Saturday Night Live, and you are the Super Bowl finals. I can't start until you are finished. Okay? Super Bowl trumps anything else. That's what you are, Lester Pips. You are Super Bowl. Uh, oh yeah, I really can hear myself. Uh, Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Ali Ramirez, as I've already stated, and I'm here just to talk to anybody, to everybody. And basically, I just want to hear what you've been doing, what you haven't been doing, what you want to be doing. I'm literally here to talk, to listen, to laugh. Brought a topic on for this week, which is what would you be doing if what have you been doing at home that you probably wouldn't have been doing if you weren't stuck at home? So that's what's very interesting. As always, Wise Bot's here. Wise Bot's my sidekick in here with the punchlines. Remember, if you're looking for the bathroom, you need to head out to the building and go next door all the way to the back. And you know what? Wise Bot's not going to tell you, but I will. We know if you're taking a shit. We do. The walls are thin. If you're in there more than, I don't know, 35 seconds, we know you're pooping. And don't try to act like you're changing clothes or you're reapplying your lipstick. We know you're pooping. So the walls are also pretty thin. So what you think is a quiet fart, it isn't. We can hear it. And that's okay because we all poop. Everybody poops. I didn't mean to start the show with a big poopy question or statement, but I think we need to talk about it. Get it out of the way. I think that's how we get to know each other, become better friends, is when we can be honest with each other and talk about our poop. But we don't have to talk about our poop. Though I feel like we've had some conversations in the past about poop, and it has been glorious. So let's uh let's not get too crazy. Let me move this. Let me move this. Great. So, if you were here last week, and I know some of you were and some of you weren't, I just wanted to share with you something. Oh, I will catch up on last week. So last week, it was the first show I've been done in a couple of weeks. I missed a show and then I took a show off because I could do things outside, and it was exciting and exhilarating. Uh, but I wanted to share what I have been doing at home if I hadn't been stuck at home. So yeah, here it is. I bought this thing a couple of weeks ago. I wonder if I can even show you the before picture. I bought this thing a couple of weeks ago, and it was advertised hard to me, like super hard on Instagram because they know their audience, they know their target audience. It's me. It's a woman who isn't hanging out with her 5-year-old kids and her dog and her cat, and sometimes her husband, but really it's just me. So I got this thing through PhotoBrick USA, and I'm gonna see if you can see the photos. Oh, maybe if I dilute this a little. Don't look at my password. Boop. No, of course not. So you can kind of see it. So you can see. Oh, uh, So this is a Photobrick USA. You send in a photo and they basically give you a Lego pixelated picture of your whatever your photo is. So I got that a couple of weeks ago and here's the final product. I'm very excited about it. I feel like if this was a TV show, I would cut to a commercial break, you know, really hyping up what I'm about to show you. But here it is. I'm very excited about it and I hope you can see it. I hope it's the right side. It's my dog. It's my adorable dog looking adorably cute. Actually, he's probably not looking cute. I think he was looking at me like, ugh, another photo. But it's adorable and I love it. And I think it's like 2,500 pieces is what it is. It wasn't hard. It was a very color coded, very easy to do. But my thumb really hurt because you have to really push it in. And if you put it in slightly crooked, then the other pieces can't fit in. So you really have to like punch it in. But yeah, I didn't design it. I literally sent in a photo. They emailed me back the photo, the basically like it's a puzzle. It's a Lego puzzle. But how cool is that? Yeah, that's that is something I did during quarantine that I don't think I would have done if I wasn't in quarantine. Um, I'm excited about it. I'll probably do another one if I'm being quite honest, because now I feel like the dog has one and the cat doesn't have one. And though they can only see black and white, they feel it in their heart. They feel the love and color in their heart. Or maybe I should do the next one in black and white. Do cats see in black and white? I know dogs do. I assume cats only see in black and white, but maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe that assumption is an anal animalism. Animalism? Is that animalism to assume that they do black and white? I don't know, maybe. I don't make the rules. I mean, I guess I should make the rules because I'm hosting the show. I'm doing so many things at the same time. So yeah, so that's one of the things I did this quarantine that I honestly I don't think I would have paid and sat there and done it if I wasn't in quarantine. So that's kind of what the topic of the show is today, is share with me either through chat or online, which I'm about to get the link right now, things that you've done or completed or started. Because don't get me wrong, there's a lot of things that I started that I um, did not get finished at all during quarantine. And that's okay because just like in regular life, ooh, Ice Cream Cone has did a Lego set. I love it. I'm into it. I'm putting the link there for anybody who wants to get on there. Oh, I want to see these Lego sets. Okay, let's see. Let's see Lego sets. I love Lego sets. My kids aren't quite to big Lego sets yet, so let's see. You did all of these? You did all of these Lego sets? So I'm looking at Lego sets right now. It's very similar to what I just did, but they're like the Beatles, Iron Man, Marilyn Monroe, and the Sith Lord. I mean, I feel like you've covered all bases of pop culture. Marilyn Monroe, the Beatles, Iron Man, and the Sith Lords. I feel like everybody fits into one of these four. Just off the top of my head, whew, this is a tough call. I might be Iron Man. I might be. And I'll explain why later, but I really want to know what you are. You did not do these. I'll send you the, yes, please send me the ones that you did. But seriously, there are four types of folks, and Legos have nailed it. It's Marilyn Monroe, the Sith Lords, the Beatles, Iron Man. Which one are, that might be my question next week. Which one are you? I'm Iron Man. I'm definitely Iron Man. I feel that. And I don't know a lot about Iron Man other than the three movies I've watched with Robert Downey Jr. So I apologize if there's more to the story and I'm just not aware of it. For those who know the comic, I'm just saying I'm Iron Man. Um, please tell me what you are. Ooh, the friend. Okay, so I'm clicking on a link right now. The Friends television series. Wow, uh it's the full cafe with everybody. Rachel's work. Okay. So I see Phoebe is playing a guitar. Rachel is a waitress. So this is like season one, season two. This is like gold time Friends. This is like Will, Ross, and Rachel. Will they? Won't they? Like this is. I mean, don't be wrong. It was nice when we were like Monica and Chandler. Oh, and what's gonna happen? Are they just fooling around? Hope they don't get caught. But like this is prime time stuff right here. Oh, very cool. Oh, and I'm laughing because in the Lego set, it's it's a set. Like there's lights. There's like camera lights to show you that this is a set and not a real cafe. Well done, Lego. Lego, what are you doing, Lego? Lego's funny. So funny, Lego. Oh, that is pretty cool. Okay, I'm clicking on another link here. Let's see. Oh, that's the same link. That's not helpful. Let me click on another. Ooh, so the next link I'm seeing is a dinosaur skeleton. So there's a word for this. It's a dinosaur skeleton? No, what's the word? A fossil. They're fossils. They're fossils. I can. It's very cool actually. It's a Triceratops and a T-Rex. And there's also a paleontologist who's holding a dog bone. So a little okay. And then there's just a dead skeleton. That's very cool. 910 pieces, 16 plus. Man, yeah, I bet that's probably complicated. Oh, and there's a pterodactyl. I'm sorry, I missed the pterodactyl. Yeah, that would be complicated. Like, I don't want to get that for my kids because that means that they won't do it and they'll just bail on it and then I'll end up doing it, though it looks very cool. Okay, last link. Let's see it. Oh, the Harry Potter bus. Oh, I'm sorry, the night bus from Harry Potter. This is from Harry Potter. Oh, which one is this? Harry Potter gets on a bus. There's a little swinging head dude. This is Azkaban. Yeah, this is Azkaban. Really, I'm terrible with the names. Two? I don't know if it's two. Two is okay. Harry Potter two is maybe three. Maybe it's three. I know the second one is the the Blood Prince. Yeah, I think it's the Blood Prince because there's a snake involved. And I started watching it with my kids and they got freaked out. And I was like, oh, yeah, this is really scary. Like someone kills a cat and then writes in Blood's name that the Blood Prince. Oh, no, that's Chamber of Secrets. I'm sorry. Chamber of Secrets is number two. Still terrifying. First one is very like fun. Second one, very scary. Harry Potter bus coming down the street, moving pretty fast, so kind of shuffle your feet. Harry Potter bus. What What is it? Is it the third one? It has to be, right? It's not the second. Well, it's a Harry Potter bus. It's the night bus. It's there. It's in the Harry Potter world. So very cool. Very cool Lego sets. Yeah, my Lego sets aren't that cool. I mean it is. It's my picture of my dog, but those are really fun. I like that. Ah, it's the Prisoner of Azkaban, which I don't know if that's three or four. Or as my typoed friend wrote, The Parishioner of Azkaban, which I think is a better title. So yeah, number three. It is number three. Prisoner of Azkaban's number three. Oh man. Does somebody else have like a weird love hate with Harry Potter? Is it just me? I love Harry Potter. I read all the books. I even watched all the Harry Potters in one go, which is like 26 hours, which was insane, which I did, which was insane. But I just it get yeah, J.K. Rowling and her thoughts about people sometimes I'm like I don't know if I should be financially support you. Yeah, I loved them when I was a kid too. It's hard. Also, I went to Universal Studios Hollywood and went on the ride. Great ride, very fun. I had a great time. I didn't get any butterbeer though. I forgot why. I think the line was too long, and I was like, I'll come back. Little did I know that COVID was going to happen, and I was not going to come back for a long time. Oh, we can join the conversation, everybody. I'm afraid to click on that wise bot. Oh, wise bot. Oh, it's a TPT Facebook. Yeah, you should join the conversation. So that's definitely one thing that I did. Legos seem to be an integral part. I do love Harry Potter though. I just, ugh, it's such a struggle for me. Something else that I've been working on or worked on. I don't really work on it. Again, you can start things and then stop. That's fine. I bought this little crochet set. Yeah. It's to show me different ways to crochet. There's four different patterns here, and I'm not good at all at them, not an expert. I won't be finishing this, but I started it. Bought this little kit, got a little needle, did a little threading. This was kind of cool. It's a little, I don't know. I don't know how in depth I can really get into this. It's a flower pattern. There's different patterns. It was something I did during quarantine. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. How's the script coming? Oh, thank you for asking me. The script is coming. It's not coming as fast as I wanted it to. I made myself a timeline, and of course, I have not hit the goals that I set myself, so I need to go back and be realistic with my goals in terms of what I want to do. But the idea is still there, the jokes are still there. I still feel like every time I live my life, what a statement. I feel like there are many times when day to day where I'll see something or think of something and I go, oh, that's a good idea. That's a good joke, or that would work here. So I'm definitely still making notes. I have an outline, and it's now that step of just sitting there and getting it out of my head onto the paper. And I know that's a crutch for so many people, but it's still there. It's not dead. Thank you for asking. That's very nice of you. But yeah, that's also something else that is on the list of things that I need to start and finish for quarantine. Which is quarantine over now? Do we do we say quarantine's over? Because I mean, most people have their vaccination shots. Most people are working full time. Most people are able to see their friends and their family, and people are still dying. Yeah. I they're gonna lift the mask. Yeah. Yeah. So people are still dying. Laugh out loud. And they're gonna lift the mask on the 15th. For those who don't know, this is in Southern California. California, we have June 15th is no masks, and I believe 100% open for everything. Yeah, and even in California, a majority of people aren't actually fully vaccinated because I don't think we've reached herd vaccination. Is that the word that I'm looking for? It feels like most people have gotten it, but they haven't. Yeah, you know what it feels like? It feels like when the vaccinations were available, there was a rush, and we saw all these people posting, and it was very exciting. And then there hasn't been like a next rush, I guess. I don't know, but it does feel like a lot of people were, and now a lot of people aren't. And yeah, yeah, we're not going to probably, yeah. And then I read somewhere that they're low on vaccinations in like in Africa or some area in South America. I don't specifically remember. I could probably find the article and that it was like, oh, Americans are giving their kids vaccinations, but they're still full grown adults without the vaccinations. And it's yeah. Let's see. They're low because we withheld them and wouldn't other. Yep, that's exactly what I read. Is that the vaccinations are low in other countries because America held on to them. Um, yeah, not great. It's super super not great. Um, yeah, you know, it's one of those things where people, oof, it's hard. I don't want to. There's a lot of doors that we can open right now, and we don't always have the time to close all those doors in this small time frame that we have with each other. So what I want to say is a lot of our world is advertised to us, right? We get advertised on what we should do, and what we should wear, and what we should think, and what we should believe, and what blah, blah, blah. And obviously, the advertisement right now is we're ready to open June 15th, go to Disneyland. And you kind of feel like a very small peg in the clock, right? There's not much I can do. At least that's how I felt sometimes. I kind of feel that anyone who cared to get the vaccine just got it. Not saying that we did a great thing, but we're going to do right. That's how I felt too. That if you wanted to get it, you went to you went to go get it, and if you didn't get it, then you didn't get it. So and there's so many doors to open. Um, and it's not that they're not important. They're all important doors to open and to talk about with people and explore things. I just don't think I'm the person to be opening it. But yes, vaccinations. I will talk about. I got my vaccination. Something I wouldn't have done if I wasn't in quarantine. I mean, I'm not one to get shots, so I mean, I didn't. I will be honest. When my kids were born, I got the flu shot. When I was pregnant, I got the flu shot the first 2 years of their life, and then the third year, I was like, I'm not getting the flu shot. And you know what? That year, I didn't get the flu. And then the following year, I didn't get the flu shot, and then that year, I got the flu. And I was like, well, science is fun. Um, you got yours right. Yeah. So, but I did get my vaccination for COVID, and I actually just had my second day a couple days ago, and man, that second shot was it was a thing. It was a real thing. I woke up the next day a little achy, like, oh, I just worked out real hard, no big deal. And as time went on, it went from working out to being in a car accident. Like all of a sudden my neck was hurting, my shoulders were hurting, I mean I could lift my arm. It just like hurt. Like it hurt. And then even a couple hours after that, I was like, okay, I need to lie down now because I'm getting a migraine, not a migraine, I'm getting a headache, and it's just hard to operate. Like I can, if I need to move, I'll move, but I really don't want to. Um, how will y'all handle working the audience door, knowing that some audience might be anti-vax? Man, that is a good question. So the question is, how will y'all handle working the audience door knowing that some audience might be anti-vax? So the Pack Theater is a theater in California, Southern California. At this time, I have not heard an exact date of when we're opening. I know that a lot of theaters are opening in September because that's at 100%. Right now, I think it's like 35% is what we can open at, or 25%. So I know that like big theaters, Broadway, Pantages, the big guys, they're waiting until September because then they'll be allowed at 100%. Yeah, when and if the Pack Theater opens, I might be online forever. Sorry for yelling. I don't know. I don't know. You know, I, I don't. It's hard to say if we're gonna have a policy of like show us your vaccination card because that becomes another step in that direction of well, it. It's hard to know what the rules are in a situation in a game we've never played. There it is. It's hard to know what the rules are in a game we've never played. I've never played Global Pandemic, so I just don't know the rules. I don't know what's acceptable to ask for and what's not acceptable to ask for. Big theaters don't matter. We are small theater indie. Yes, big theaters don't matter. We are small theater indie warriors. Yes, but small indie warriors sometimes take view of what the big theaters are doing and kind of follow suit. Sometimes. Sometimes. I don't know. Um, right. Your stage manager and or door host has to deal with it. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you just have to get a stage manager. In fact, I was just talking to the man I live with, and I was like, I don't know how many more of these online shows I'm doing because I don't know if the theater's going to open. Maybe I take the show on the road, let anyone be my guest. And the man I live with was like, well, what if like someone comes up that you don't want to talk to? And I was like, that's crazy. I want to talk to everybody. He's like, yeah, but what if you're like put in a position where you feel threatened? And I'm like, I don't feel threatened. He's like, yeah, but you're a small little Mexican girl, maybe. And I go, do I need a bodyguard? These are questions that I was like, I don't know if these are realistic or if I'm just blowing my anxiety out of proportion because again, I don't know the rules of the game. Let's see. Stage managers. Do you just grin and bear it? At my new job, I have people picking names, and I can see doozies like Trump won, code flags. Oh God, it pisses me off when I do, and I try. Oh, picking names for what? Like teams? Like cornhole teams? Your office is having a cornhole tournament, and some of them are picking teams like Trump won. That's just not a good team name. Doesn't inspire. Red team, blue team. Keep it simple. I can see random volunteers at the front desk really doing intake. I mean, oh, buddy. And so not understand where you are coming from. Respect. Oh, thank you. I'm reading through these fast. Uh, these are real questions to deal with. Thank you. These are real questions to deal with because I really do like talking to people, and I'd love to go in the theater and go anyone on anybody in the audience, come on stage and breathe in my face and talk to me. So it's it's hard to say what's going to happen. I mean, truly, I don't know if when the Pack Theater is going to have a theater for me. I don't know if I'm going to still be on a sketch team. I don't know if this show translate onto a stage. I don't know when I'm going to see a show. I will tell you though, I will probably wear masks for a while. I mean, I like masks. I might always wear a mask going to the grocery store. It's just nice. No one bothers me. I got a little mask, I got my headphones. I can just do my shopping. And there's nothing wrong with it. Also, I have kids. Kids are gross and sticky. If anything, I'm more sick. Usually I'm more sick than other people because I have kids and kids play with other kids and they touch their noses and their mouth and and they can't get vaccine shots. They're too little. So, they get sick, they get sick. So it's a weird balance. Come on my stage and breathe in my space and talk to me. Right. Actually, that's the name of the show. I'm changing it from Please Talk to Me to Come on my stage and breathe in my space and talk to me. Space talk to me. That's it. Please space talk to me in my face. I'm gonna write this down. This is good. Oh, here's Wisebot coming in with the jokes. If you're looking for those bathrooms, oh Wisebot, all the best jokes about going to the bathroom. And again, if you poop in that bathroom, we'll know. It's not a surprise. It's small. You fart, we'll hear it. So, I'm gonna be very curious to see what happens because obviously there are other theaters in Los Angeles, kind of. I don't. Assuming UCB Franklin is still a thing. Groundlings, is that it? No. Here I have a question. Does anyone know what's happening with stand-up comics? Because obviously, I know that stand-up comedy is still going on. I have seen indoor spaces, maybe not in Los Angeles, but definitely around the country. Um, maybe they're maybe they're just going in. Maybe it's just like, okay, this is it. This is our lives. Just risk after risk. Just walk into a room and hope my vaccine works. Right? Oh man. Let's see. Necessary thing you're doing. Thank you. Thank you so much, BGF Central. Thank you. It feels necessary to talk to people and to be talking to be talked to. Talk to me. Please talk to me. It's the theme of the show. We really should have a rule where like we take a shot every time I say that. Let's see. UCB Franklin is still alive, but who knows? SCH Hollywood is probably gonna get axed, right? That's Second City Hollywood for those who don't know. I didn't know. I had to think about that in my head. Stand-ups in LA are less right-wing than NYC, but still lots were holding super spreader shows. Yeah, yeah. There was a lot of comedy that stopped. There was a lot of comedy that kept just pushing through. Outdoor shows are picking back up. Yes, I have seen that. But so many low-level venues are gone. Yeah, because so many bars and restaurants died, didn't make it, and I think very that's a part of the comedy, that's a part of the sketch, that's a part of the going out is to grab a drink, watch some comedy, get some food, interact, laugh about what you saw, be like, oh my god, that person is so great, I'm gonna follow her on my Instagram. And then you follow her on your Instagram and then you're constantly like, oh my god, this comedian's so great. And then they book a TV show and you're like, I saw that person 3 years ago at a comedy show. No, just me? I definitely do that. I definitely follow comedians that I never meet. um Anyways, walks into a room and hope my vaccine works. I'm just saying. That's actually the shirt I should wear. Walks into a room, hope that my vaccine works. Yeah, there are so many theaters that died. Like so many theaters that died. Little black boxes that were really an avenue for people to express themselves, do drama, little companies. Yeah, it's gonna take some time to rebuild. Um, So stage time now is harder to come by. Yeah, good call. Stage time is harder to come by. There's less stages, there's less everything. Hollywood Fringe is coming up. Hollywood Fringe is coming. There's good for them, They've lost so many venues. What you'll do is comedy is part. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Because at the complex, the Fringe would have like four of maybe three plus a room upstairs. Yeah, they did. They used a lot of that complex. Oh my goodness. How is Friendsgiving? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How is Friendsgiving? I didn't say that. For the record, I didn't want to take Wizworld Live. How is Fringe going to work? Like, who is out there? I mean, if there are people out there creating right now, that's fantastic. Go for it. But with so few venues and yeah. So what are y'all planning, hoping? Okay, so this is for those who don't know, the Pack Theater is at it's currently at the Complex. It's a row of theaters off Santa Monica in Hollywood. Um, and it's been obviously over a year and a half since we've been in that venue. The complex is underwater. Yes, landlords just like waiting to close it and build condos. Oh my gosh, really? Oh, can't afford a condo either. I can't do anything. Can't get a condo. I can't do theater at the complex. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Um, man, I mean, if the complex closes, whew, that's a long time. I can't imagine that theater is going to be gone forever. I mean, it's definitely going to have to rebuild. It's definitely going to require somebody, somebody with some money to, or at least a space that they can convert. Um, let's see, where is it to? We heard that the current plan is to take over Oh My Ribs. Oh My Ribs! I used to do shows there, which is next door to the complex. Uh, I have no idea. Man, there's again so many questions on what's going to happen. I mean, obviously, there's an online avenue which has some steam. If anything, it's been a good way to connect to people, build up that comedy reel. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, iOS has been closed for years and no one's done anything with that place. It's not like you might put a condo there. So I don't know. Maybe, like I said, maybe somebody comes in and goes, "This is something I want to build again. I want to start comedy again." You know, maybe I don't know. Doesn't like Adam Sandler like comedy or sketch or I don't know somebody who cares about that stuff. It's true. Online theater and shows work. Yes, the hybrid works. Agreed. That is something that I actually thought about too. About if I move this show to live, like maybe we still have an online perspective on it. Maybe if you're my guest, I make you go in the back room and you still have to talk to me through Zoom. That's funny. Very dumb, but funny. Uh, I don't know. I don't live close to LA, otherwise I'd be like, and now my backyard is a stage. I live in like the South Bay. No one's gonna drive out to me to do some comedy. It's not the same. Not the same. So I don't know. Well, I know people have done house or backyard stuff. Videos, obviously, TikToks, Instagram, all that stuff is definitely blown up, and a lot of people have seen growth on their pages and noticeability on that. But there's still nothing. Nothing beats live theater. You know, I had babies. I had an epidural, was drugged up more than I can imagine, gave birth to twins. Still not the same thing as live theater. So you heard it here. I really like this headset. I feel like I'm legit. It like legitimizes my presence. Um, thank you. BGS Central. I'm gonna take that quote. That was both funny and dumb, and that's what I'm gonna. Thank you for that quote. I will use that for my show because I think that's the essentialness of my show. Essentialness as the word I use. Both funny and dumb. We don't have to drive out to you. You can have right. See, see, keep hope alive online. Online. We have to tweak. Right. Ooh, we have to tweak the idea of live. Yeah. Yeah. No kidding, right? We have to evolve. Not them evolve us. We evolve. We're evolvers. You know what I just realized? I haven't checked my participants in a while. So if anyone was waiting, I didn't let you in. I'm sorry. I was so distracted. This is such a good conversation. Um, thank you. Thank you. I will use it for my show. because I think it's very funny and a very accurate depiction of my show. This this was both funny and dumb. Yeah, I agree. On a side note, I'm rewatching 30 Rock. That's something else I did during quarantine. I watched shows that I'd already seen over and over again. And 30 Rock, this is probably the third time I've watched 30 Rock all the way through during quarantine. It's so fun. So fun. I feel like I had one more thing to show everybody. No, maybe I don't. I'm not gonna show it. I I don't need this joke to go into threes. This is a good conversation. Yeah. So many questions, so many non-answers, and yeah. And the worst part is there's no real timeline. It's not like we're gonna find out like, oh, we'll find out in a week what's happening. We're just gonna find out in some random post on a Facebook, right? And that's exciting. I'm not yawning. You're yawning. Excuse me. See, if I had a mask on right now, you wouldn't have even known that I was yawning. I could have just yawned in peace in the store. No one would have bothered me. That's what I like about masks. They don't have to see my face. Because I don't know about you, but when I wear a mask, this is what my mouth is doing. Oh, don't make me laugh. Okay. That's a nice apple. See, relax that jaw, help the stress out. That's what I'm doing when I'm wearing a mask. I've done a well. Someone has done a. I'm sorry. BGF Central has done a rewatch during pandemic of a show, Battlestar and Babylon 5. Ah, yes, the Babylon 5. I'm not a Battlestar Galactica watcher. I'm aware of its power, though. I have seen the Portlandia sketch. I'm very aware of it. Babylon 5. I think the man I live with has seen that one a couple of times. Because again, quarantine, lot of repeats. Another show I repeated was I just watched 30 Rock. I've watched Veep like 8 times, way too much. But the problem with Veep is after I watch it, I'm real like I kind of take on the energy of the show I'm watching. So with Veep, I'm just very like snappy and I cuss a lot more and I go back my mood switches back and forth real quickly. It's very fun for me, but it's not fun for the man I live with. So, and I try not to obviously cuss around the kids. Um, what unfollow? Oh, because I don't watch Battlestar Galactica. I'm sorry. What if I didn't watch Battlestar Galactica, but I had like a huge Battlestar Galactica tattoo? I don't even know what that would be because that's how far removed I am from the show. But imagine it, Battlestar, the ship, right? Is there a diamond involved? It's right there. It's a sleeve. Thanks, Wisebot. Veep is great. Wisebot wants to remind us that we're live 7 nights a week, and that is true and impressive. Sorry for yelling. You can still show your booking ideas to booking@packtheater.com because there are time slots available. And honestly, as much as a headache as it was to learn about OBS and Zoom and getting online, it's actually very beneficial. It's been very helpful, and it's kind of nice to just talk. Also, there's a skill involved with talking at yourself for a long time and talking with people in chat. I don't know what the skill is called, but I'm gonna put it on a resume because I think it's important. Simon Blackwell was one of the writers for that. Of course he was. What if I just had Simon Blackwell on this side though, and Simon Cowell and Simon Pegg? What if I had the triple Simons and a triangle, and like they're making like Simon Cowell is making like a grumpy face, and Simon Pegg is making that like dumb beer face, and Simon Blackwell, does he do guns? I feel like he would be do guns. This is my pitch for tattoos. For the record, I have 0 tattoos, and that's why, because I'm not good at pitching tattoo ideas. My brother once asked me to get a joint tattoo, but we never could figure out something that we both agreed on and that wasn't dumb. Always funny, but always dumb. I'm sensing a theme here. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I'll take the XOs. I'll take the hugs and kisses because I'm vaccinated. So I guess that's the sacrifice that I have to make. Um, if there's anything else anyone else would like to say, we're gonna start to wrap this up. This has been a really good conversation. It's also nice. It's also nice to get my information from somebody that's not a robot or a newspaper advertisement or clickbait. Like it's nice to like hear someone actually tell me, "Oh, the Simon thing." Thank you. Yeah, that was good too. I didn't know that's where it was going, but that's where it went, and so I just went with it, and that's where it is. Um, uh, I've now lost my train of thought. Oh, I was saying thank you for those who are on chatting with me because it's always nice to hear information from um, friends than it is to hear from some clickbait that I look online that I don't know if it's true. I don't know what you're telling me is true, but I believe it a little bit more because it came from a person, unless you're a robot. Oh shoot, I should have had you see how many buses are in the 9 boxes. Oh my God, you could be a robot. Any of these jokes landing? I know. It's time to go to bed. If there's anything else that anybody else will say, roll out and stay strong. Indeed, I got this. You got this. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I will be here next Thursday, and I think I'm going to commit to every Thursday until the end of summer and maybe longer. Because honestly, this is a really fun time for me to hang out and chill out and talk things. I'll have a new topic that I'll post on the TPT. Nope. Yeah, the Pack Theater. I had to think about that acronym. Community Facebook. Wisebot can give you the details on how to get to that. What next week's question in. It will be equally silly. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are, please talk to friends and family. And if you're available at 10 p.m. on Thursdays, please talk to me. I'm Allie Ramirez, and have a great night.